If you're thinking about moving to Santa Maria or Orcutt, California, you've probably already fallen in love with the idea. The weather here is incredible. You're close to wine country, the beaches are only a few minutes away, and you get a real sense of community over here. And honestly, that's very difficult to find anywhere else. But here's the question everyone asks me. What does it cost to actually live here? Now, the glossy version, the real version, housing, grocery, utilities, taxes, childcare and entertainment, all of it. This is exactly what we're going to do today. I'm going to break everything down, and by the end of the video, you're going to know exactly whether Santa Maria and Orcutt are the place for you and whether they'll fit in your lifestyle or your budget. So stay with me because the numbers might actually surprise you. But really quickly, before we dive in, if we've never met before, my name is Bernie, and if you're seriously thinking about making a move here or even thinking about it, whether you're buying or selling or even trying to figure out if this is the right place for you and your family, I want you to know that my contact information is in the description below. I am a local realtor and I would love if you would use me as your resource. You can reach me at 805-878-6967 or scan the QR code at the top, and that'll schedule a time for you to have a conversation with me, or either phone call, or if you wish for me to meet up with you, we can certainly do that. Every single week, I get calls and messages from people just like you. People researching the area, trying to make sense of the market, trying to figure out which of the developments might fit their needs and their budget. And every single conversation I have is free. No pressure, no pitch, just real honest information from someone who lives on the Central Coast. So if that sounds helpful, drop me a message. Would love to be a resource for you. All right, let's go ahead and talk about money, everyone's favorite subject. So let's start with the biggest one, housing. Because for most of the people, this is the single largest money expense and the biggest factor in whether a move makes sense or not. So Santa Maria and Orcutt offers something that is genuinely rare in California. You can actually buy a home here still. I know that sounds crazy, but when you compare it to Los Angeles, San Jose, San Luis Obispo, any of the coastal cities in California, this market is still relatively affordable. Now, in Santa Maria, the median home price is approximately $645,000. In Orcutt, it's approximately $750,000. And let me tell you, it is worth every penny for the weather we have over here. Entry-level homes, you can expect to find something just around the $550,000 price range. And for luxury new builds, $1 million to on up. Now, compare that to Santa Barbara, which is about 16 miles south, where the median price is well over $1.2 million. Or Los Angeles, or even the Bay Area. Santa Maria and Orcutt give you incredible value. Now, in regards to renting, for renters, you're looking roughly at about $1,800 to $2,400 a month for a 2-bedroom small apartment in Santa Maria. Now in Orcutt, that would be around the $2,500 mark all the way to $3,200 a month. Again, compare that to anywhere else on the Central Coast and you'll see why people consider moving here. Now, here's the question I seem to get a lot. What is the difference between Santa Maria and Orcutt? That is a great question. Orcutt is the unincorporated community with a more suburban type of planned feel. Think again, newer neighborhoods, great schools, a lot more quiet and relaxed than Santa Maria. So Santa Maria, the city itself, has more amenities, more diversity, and a more urban energy. Both areas, both cities, I should say, have good schools. Both are wonderful, but it depends exactly what you're looking for. Now, I'm going to briefly cover utilities. So with utilities, there's some good news. Because the weather over here is mild all year round, which means you're not going to be running your AC, because generally speaking, the average, not even the average, the majority of homes here on the Central Coast do not have AC. What we do is open a window on one side of the house, a window on the other side of the house, and that cools the house down adequately. So your average electric bill is going to be between $80 a month to $150 a month. Obviously, larger homes are going to cost a lot more. Your gas is going to be running anywhere from $30 to $70 a month. Water, sewer, and trash between $80 and $130 a month. Your internet, depending on what you're looking for, is going to be between $60 and $100 a month. Your total estimated utilities on the higher end are going to be around $450, lower around $250 a month. So I'm going to talk a little about grocery expenses. California does have the reputation of being a little expensive, and yes, groceries run a little higher than the national average. But here's the local insider scoop. The Central Coast is an agricultural region, which means we get fresh, local produce, and it is abundant. You will not find it in Los Angeles, the Bay Area, or anywhere else. We have got farmers markets, we've got local farm stands, and we've got Costco, Walmart, Bonds, Smart and Final. So you really have different options for different price points. Dining out, you can expect to spend between $15 and $30 a person, depending on where you dine. If you go to Arroyo Grande, San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach, you can expect to spend a little bit more. Our gas prices tend to be higher than the national average. So right now, and this is as of early April, we're talking about $6 a gallon, sometimes a little higher depending on where you go. So I'm going to cover a little of the taxes. So let's be real about California. They love their taxes. So your state income tax over here is amongst the highest in the nation, up to 13.3% at the top bracket. If you're at the lower bracket, you can expect a lower rate. The sales tax for Santa Maria is approximately 8.75%. Your property taxes are 1.2% of the assessed value annually. And thanks to Proposition 13, this stays relatively stable once you have purchased your home. And how Prop 13 works, it actually is a huge benefit for homeowners over here. Once you've purchased, your assessed value is capped at a 2% annual increase. So if you buy now and stay for quite a while, your property taxes stay predictable. And that is a significant long-term financial advantage. If you have kids, this section is for you. And honestly, this is one of the areas where Orcutt really shines. The Orcutt Union School District is constantly rated amongst the best in Santa Barbara County. Families move to Orcutt specifically for the schools, and I hear that from buyers very often. Santa Maria is served by the Santa Maria Joint Union High School District and the Santa Maria Elementary District. There are fantastic schools there too, but then it's going to depend in both cases which developments you end up moving to. So the next area we're going to cover is the healthcare. And as you know, the healthcare costs are driven by your insurance and your employee benefits. But in terms of local access, Santa Maria is well served. We do have the Marion Regional Medical Center, which is a major full-service hospital right here in Santa Maria. We also do have access to hospitals down south in Santa Barbara, in Solvang, and St. Louis Obispo as well. So you have many options. So the key takeaway of this video is that Santa Maria and Orcutt offer a genuinely affordable entry point into California coastal living. You get the lifestyle, the wine country, the beaches, incredible weather, and great food without the price tag of Santa Barbara or St. Louis Obispo. And I'd be doing a disservice if I only talked about the costs without talking to you about what you get for that money. Pismo Beach and the Pacific Ocean are only 20 minutes away. Wine country in Los Olivos, Boxon Canyon, the Santa Ynez Valley is right there in your backyard. The weather on a daily basis is between 65 and 75 degrees all year round. It dips down to 58 degrees in the evenings and early mornings, but other than that, you've got fantastic weather. You've got access to hiking all year round, obviously, because the weather's fantastic. You have annual events like the Santa Barbara Film Festival and the Strawberry Festival here in Santa Maria, and you'll get a real sense of community. People know their neighbors here. That quality of life is the real part of the equation, and it's something that doesn't show up in a budget spreadsheet. So there you have it, the real honest breakdown of what it costs to live here in Santa Maria and Orcutt. No fluff, no guesswork, just numbers and local knowledge. If you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe. It genuinely helps more people find this kind of information when researching the area, because YouTube pushes the information out. And if you want to go a little deeper on what it's actually like to live here, neighborhoods, communities, hidden gems, what buyers wish they knew before they moved here, I've got other videos right below, and I think you're going to love this area. But check the videos out. I'll link them down at the bottom. And remember, if you're thinking about making a move, my information is in the description. You can reach out to me at 805-878-6967 or scan the QR code up at the top, and we can schedule 15 minutes to 30 minutes to have a conversation or to meet up, and for me to have an understanding of exactly what your needs are. But in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.